Hi Gemini, so this is going to be your Celtic Cross reading for the month, and before we get into the reading, kindly take what resonates, leave what does not, and reverse energies as you see fit. Also, if you like what I do and how I do it, kindly like, share and subscribe. Yes, show some engagement. It helps my channel grow. I was feeling these cards I was using for 4 signs, Aries, Libra, Taurus and Scorpio. I used this Tarot of the Divine, but for you somehow I was feeling like this card, so we're going to use this card for this reading. The Ace of Cups, opening energy. Okay, the Three of Wands. All right, there's a lot of waiting going on, and it's like we have an open heart, but we are waiting for the right thing or right person, right situation to pour our heart into, or probably we are just comfortable with where we are at right now, and we are not necessarily looking outwards, for any sort of outside influence in terms of love. Right now we are just waiting and basically doing us. That's it. The Wheel of Fortune in the surrounding energy. Yeah, there's a lot of time. It took you time to reach this point of understanding your heart space, getting back in touch with it, living through self-love, living through your heart, and feeling good about your heart. Okay, let me just, yes, it's good. The Lovers in the recent past, so a very strong connection, and it's you as well. So I don't know, I feel like I'm taking it as a very strong connection here too, but something in the past, a connection in the past that was really intense and passionate, because red is passion to me. So, and black is basically karma, a lot of karma, karmic relationships, soul bond. Again, karmic does not necessarily mean bad. It means that we have some sort of bond with each other, that we were supposed to meet with each other and learn a few things, and probably if things went well, choose each other too. So yeah, there you go. There was a strong connection introduced to us that really made us feel like us. It brought a lot of our strongest attributes to the forefront. It made us realize about who we are as people and what do we want, things like that. What's exiting is the Knight of Cups, that sense of being vulnerable right now, that sense of emotional expression, that sense of being romantic with somebody. It's exiting. What's in the near future is the Empress. Okay, standing in your power, feeling good about yourself, that energy of self-empowerment, being generous, being kind and being nurturing, being a high producing person who's very productive, living through that sense of self-empowerment and sense of self-worth, understanding what's right for you and what you'll get involved in and what you won't get involved in. So that's all the self-empowerment principles, and learning more about yourself and standing in your power. In your strength is the Fool, so you're telling me that you have that strength. If you want to open up, you have it at your altar right now, as to open up to anything you desire. It's in your strength, so it's at your mercy whether you want to open up to something or not. But you are telling me that you can, if you really want to, if you really intend to. What's in the environment is the Judgment card. Some sort of lesson, some sort of situation that we need to let go of. Okay. In the hopes and fears is the Nine of Wands. Is it worth the energy? Is it worth my time? Is it worth my effort? Am I going to be blocked from this, whatever I'm trying to do? Or do I even have the energy and the will to follow through with what I want to move towards? Okay. And probably blockage too. Am I willing to let down my guard and be vulnerable and take action? The Knight of Pentacles in the outcome, basically. So slowly and steadily we are moving outwards. I don't know towards what direction, but we have decided, and we are cautiously in a planned way moving towards a particular direction, but it's slow. But it's also well intended, because the Knight of Pentacles is very well intended. Eight of Pentacles, King of Swords, Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We have secretive thoughts about somebody, and we think of them. Somebody who's very passionate, somebody who's very, or somebody else is thinking about you, frankly speaking, how they could work things out with you. They are thinking about that right now. But let's see. Let's clarify. the Ace of Cups for you, honey. Again, if this is not your reading, kindly take what resonates, leave what does not, and check your other placements, which is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, any of those placements, none of those. Whatever resonates, resonates for you, yes? Tarot does not take into account any sort of signs, but even if we put in the signs effects, but still, it's more about the energy and the reading as compared to whether it's your reading or is it if it's in reverse or not. If it resonates, it resonates. The Knight of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you are like, you know what, I feel good about myself. I'm feeling very energetic at this point. I feel good about myself. I feel good with where I'm at, but I don't see myself opening up in a very different direction. I feel like I'm just doing me, and that is my truth. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you are standing in your power, and you are not willing to take any action here. Any action. You're just in that hangman mode, passively just doing you, going about your business on a day-to-day activities and living through that sense of self-love and self-respect. It's like I'm all about that money and my stability, and I'm all about just the productivity of life, not necessarily concerning myself with any sort of love opportunity, even though I have a very full heart space, and I give it to those who give it to me, and I give it to my family, friends around me, but nothing too confrontational, nothing too romantic as of now, because you don't see yourself moving towards it right now for some reason. Let's see the Three of Wands here. Oh, the Empress. Okay, this was supposed to come out, baby. The Empress and the Emperor. You're looking for someone of equal stature. It's like I'm waiting and longing for somebody of equal stature. I don't know if you are the Emperor or the Empress. I'm guessing you're the Empress, but you could be an Emperor too. We'll have to see. But we want an equal. We want somebody of equal stature, equal standing, and somebody who's also as strong-willed and self-empowered as us. And they are also living through that sense of self-love. And yeah, there you go. The Nine of Wands. You feel like you're tired of looking for that in other people, in romantic relationships, and that's why you're not necessarily open for business right now, because you're telling me that it's too difficult, Arya, to find an equal in this lifetime in terms of love. And that's why it's not that I'm not hopeful, it's just that it's getting tiring. I've been waiting too long, and it's getting a bit tiring now to find somebody of equal stature, to find somebody of equal measure, somebody who would be generous as me, somebody who would be as empowered, as decided about what they want and sticking by it and following through with those commitments just like I do, and somebody who will also honor the value of productivity and the value of significance and meaning in terms of relationships and goals. Let's see the Wheel of Fortune here for you. Show me the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of time has passed too. You've been waiting a long time. It's not that you are not necessarily waiting for it. It's just that you are not into any sort of small sort of connectivity points with anybody. It's like, no, nah, I'm good. You know, I'm too old for that shit. I am looking for an equal. I'm looking for Six of Cups wanted to pop out. Somebody who I can harmonize with, somebody who's special, somebody who's unique to me, and somebody who also understands the empowerment and self-love principles just like I do, and who will not take away my power from me, and I won't from them either, right? And we are with each other out of desire and want for each other, not necessarily that we need each other to fulfill us or to make us whole as a person. The Four of Pentacles, the Sun, okay? Okay, so you are telling me that you're not going to let go of any sort of your own sense of personal wish fulfillment and your happiness. It took you a long time to realize what makes you happy, what makes personally fulfills you. The Nine of Cups is basically, you know, things that make you happy. For example, it can be as simple as I like drinking coffee after I've had a long day. And that's my Nine of Cups. It personally pleases me to have that cup of coffee and that 5 minutes to myself. It feels very like I'm taking care of myself. While when you expand it into a relational context, it becomes like, you know, taking care of yourself, knowing what's good for you, knowing what's healthy for you, what's going to support your growth in terms of food you take, in terms of clothes you wear, in terms of places you go to, in terms of people you associate with. That's all that Nine of Cups is. And the happiness part, the sun, you're like, I shouldn't have to wait to feel warm, to feel welcome, to feel seen, and to feel admired and acknowledged in somebody's energy. And I shouldn't be made to feel like I have to wait around to feel the sun, to feel the warmth, to feel the love with this person, or to be happy in somebody's company naturally. You can't replicate that sun, you can't mimic it, you can't fake it. It's either there with somebody or it's not. And you're telling me that you're not willing to let go of what actually makes you happy, and it's attached to that personal sense of wish fulfillment about the kind of relationship you want. But it causes you a lot of stress at times, because you're like, it's too difficult to find somebody of equal stature. It's like, I can't find the lid to my cup, my unique cup. I'm a unique cup, I'm a unique pot, but I can't find the right lid for myself. You'll get that eventually. Let's see the lovers in the past. You're telling me that it's a lot of people are not worth the effort these days, because all they want is just instant gratification. All they want is just, a little bit of attention, and they're good to go. Then they walk away, and it's like, I can't keep on chasing those little peanuts kind of situation. I can't F with those things. The Three of Cups, the Star. Yeah, it was the last time you desired something quite strongly. We were connecting to this person, but it became really difficult because the emotions, there were too many secrets, there were too many confusion about what the other person was feeling, what they wanted, what was going on in this situation. Is this going to lead to a vision that is strong? Because I can feel it, but I feel like it's not chalking up to be that what I can see, or what I can fantasize, or where I can see the potential of this going. But the thing is, even though it feels intense to me, it's basically stayed at the level of Three of Cups. And look at how he's mourning all of those three cups here. Look at that. It's like, I love this person. I know that there is love between us, because I recognize this as my soul bond, as my lover. But the thing is, now I have to regret connecting with this. The Three of Cups is basically any sort of emotional connectivity that's superficial. You can have with anybody. You can have it with a little bit of emotional conversation with somebody. Basically a neighbor. I can have that with my neighbor. I can have that with my maid. So there you go. It's very easy, but a Three of Cups cannot sustain a lover's connection here. So it became too much of a burden to carry this relationship, and you mourned the connection. I don't know if you left it or not, but you started to mourn the connection. So I'm guessing it left, but let's see the Knight of Cups. That's exiting your sense of emotional expression towards a particular someone, I'm guessing. But again, I could be wrong. Let's look at that. Or your will to be emotionally vulnerable right now. It's like, I feel a full heart space. I love myself, but I'm not necessarily trying to share it with anybody right now. I'm acting through my fire more so. Seven of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. That was the opportunity, honey. You tried to give your heart to somebody specific in the past, but the thing is, it was not taken. You always felt like you did not know if this is going to lead to a Ten of Pentacles situation. Are we stabilizing this in the real world? Are we collaborating with this? It was not because of the lack of the 3D connectivity. It was due to the lack of emotional connectivity. You were always confused about somebody's emotions. Your emotions were quite straightforward, and you're showing me that Ace of Cups for this person as well. So it's not because of this person that you showed your Ace of Cups. You are somebody who loves yourself, regardless, before meeting this person, after even this person. You're telling me that you have a very huge capacity to love. You believe in love. You believe in the emotional romanticism of all that love. Wearing your heart on sleeves for somebody. And in general too, you are somebody like that. But the thing is, you were always confused about the longevity of something, because it kept on staying at that fantasy level of, this could be something, but it's not, but it could be. It could be 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line. I just need to be patient and just need to work things out with this person. but I think you lost your patience towards keeping yourself open towards this. And somebody had the inclination probably to open up towards you. It could be a Leo energy, but I feel like they did nothing about it. They tried to, heal their passion and the inclination, the spiritual inclination too, that they felt towards you, towards opening up towards you. And they were like, you know what, I'm just going to sit it out. I'm just going to do nothing about it. I'm just going to be a passive participant of this. And that's what they did here. Let's see the Empress here. So that's why it taught you a lot about who you are and what you will accept in terms of, it taught you the value of, sticking to your morals and sticking to your goals and not letting it go. That's why you're insisting this time around to not let that vision go of what you want, and you're really highly hyper focusing on your sense of self-pleasure. It's like, I need to be pleased in whatever I associate myself with, the people I associate myself with. Otherwise, it's a no-go for me. If it does not fulfills me, if it does not speak to my own sense of how I love myself and what would I accept in terms of love and what's good for me, then it's a no-go. I'm not going to invest. I can't see myself investing in those situations or people. Those frivolous connections. The Knight of Pentacles, that was there as well. Yeah, you're telling me that you're very steadfast and very practical about your life and your decisions, and it's like in the meantime you are doing you are comfortable with yourself, you're comfortable with your energy, you know that you are self-empowered, you know that you are productive, quite productive, and your 3D world is quite established. Hi Gemini, so I'm back. Let's look at this baby. So let's clarify the Empress. The Queen of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, in the meanwhile, you're just concerning yourself with your 3D world. It seems to be very stable. You know how to work with it. You know how to move about the cabin. You know every bit of that, of your world. And it's not to here, neither there. You know how to stabilize it. And it's going at a pace that is comfortable to you. And you're feeling very comfortable. It's like you can ease up and you can take a rest. You take a back seat for moments. And then give your energy equally to keeping it stable. But it's very smooth functioning, your 3D reality. Yeah, you're doing you. You're being single right now. You're not necessarily looking for any sort of, let's shuffle these cards. Let's see the Fool here. You're telling me that it's in your strength to be the Fool, to be ever so open and hopeful for a new future or for new things, to be curious about things. But the thing is, you're not going to compromise with your own sense of self-respect and what you deserve. You won't be accepting it, and probably that's why this relationship really taught you a lot about what you should be accepting and what you deserve and what you don't. You had a lot of time understanding that about yourself. Yeah, there you go. You're telling me you're not going to open up towards, and you're also telling me that you will not open up towards, what are you doing here? No. Show me the Judgment. You're telling me that you will heal up with this person if need be. But you won't be the one doing it. It's like you can't see yourself taking action towards this person, but if they were to come about, that you would do it. And even if that's not the case for you guys, since it's a collective reading, then I'm obligated to report that as well, that you are actively working through any sort of regrets that you felt towards this person, towards future past connections, and the cups lost, the love lost, feeling the loss of it all, and trying to heal through that, because the Temperance is basically the internal healing. As compared to the Hermit, it's very different. Temperance is the emotional healing of your own sense of internal difficult feelings, consolidating them, being at peace with them, and that comes with trying to work through all of those feelings, feeling those feelings. I'm angry at them, I'm angry at myself for doing that. Why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did they do that? And why did I accept it? All of those things, any of those things. And it's trying to feel it over and over again until it really desensitizes within you and it becomes quite normal, and you are not necessarily affected by it anymore. And when you think of that story, or when you look behind, it does not affect you in the heart space as it used to, right? So that's that Temperance card here. Excuse any background noise. The Two of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. You are all about your business. It's like, I am independent, I don't have a problem being with myself. And there's a lesson here as well, you know, about living in the here and now, what you can see in the here and now. If something is real, if something is solid, it's going to show up in the here and now. I'm going to live in the here and now. I'm only going to associate myself with people, places, and situations that serve me good today, not tomorrow, not yesterday. I don't care about that. I care about who I am today. I care about what I want today. And I'm going to really do justice by making decisions in my self-interest and live through that promise of self-love. And also making decisions in the here and now, not necessarily looking or thinking about the future, not necessarily looking towards the past for making decision in the now. Again, that's a lesson, but that's not supposed to dictate your future actions or the ability to have hope for something new altogether, because you're telling me that you're not trying to make this situation make you feel neurotic, that you will never have love again. And that's great. That's great on your part. But you are mourning the loss of it, and you're still working through that echoes of the past that you still feel with regards to this person and how you connected with this. You're telling me that love is not for you. You can never have equal love. You can never have shared love. Even though you have a very strong chariot and your in love energy, because the chariot is the in love energy. Your chariot is basically, you know, when it shows up for something or someone, you're like, it just pulls it out of you. Your energy just pulls out of you, and it's not in your control about which direction that chariot is going to take within you and which direction your heart is going to take within you. And you're telling me that you have a very strong chariot. You have a great ability to be in love, to show up for love, and to believe in love. But the thing is, you are telling yourself these lies that it can never be equal. Somebody else will never open up, and I will always receive half-assed attempts of love in my relationships. But again, that's not the case, honey. You're telling yourself these lies because it's, for some reason, a lot of time is passing by and you haven't found your match, and that's why you are justifying that by feeding yourself all of those excuses and justifications as to why you can't receive it or why you won't receive it. And also, for some of you, you need to let your guard down and open up to other people, towards seeing other people. Otherwise, you never know how you meet another match for yourself, right? The Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Ten of Swords. What is this Ten of Swords? What is happening here? Show me the Ten of Swords. What is going on there? You're telling me that you're moving towards your sense of stability, and you are giving yourself that love. But for some reason, there seems to be a very fresh reminder of an ending here, a past ending, and you are reminded by the betrayal of it, the pain of it that you felt. Something in your 3D world that you emotionally contribute to, I feel like that's ending. Oh, you met your match. Wait. I'm still unable to understand this. What the hell is going on? What are you doing there? I feel like that King of Pentacles is somebody else, because you showed me a lot of Energy, yes, but your energy imprint is very different than theirs, because you showed me the Queen of Pentacles as your MO pattern. Don't get me wrong, you might have a masculine side, but I feel like this is somebody else that's slowly moving towards you. Despite the fear of ending, they are trying to open up towards you. Despite the fear that things might not work out between you two, they still want to open up towards you, and you are also feeling that inclination to open up towards this, and you are opening up towards this. The Three of Swords, the Tower, surprise. You felt this coming. I don't know how else to put it. That's why you're waiting, right? Somebody to show up in a right manner, probably, or maybe waiting for the right one. And I feel like you have identified somebody as being the right one. Don't get me wrong, you both have fear of ending. You both have that fear of things not working out, fear of feeling rejected, fear of not being acknowledged in the heart space, fear of it not being equal in the love space. But you are inclined to try it out because you see the vision. You see the vision of equal love opportunity with this person, because they are emotional. Despite that they are a King of Pentacles and a Knight of Pentacles themselves, they are opening up to you from a heart space. It's the basics of heart space. It's nothing too confrontational, it's nothing too scary. It's the basic of messages of softness, and based in love, based in empathy, based in care, concern. And you are showing up, however, as the Knight here. You have made a strong decision and determination to express to this person. For some reason you feel safe, like this could emotionally lead to something, whereas in the recent past who you met did not emotionally fulfill you. It's like, this could be a part of my emotional circle, so I'm going to express towards this, and you are expressing towards this. That fear of rejection is blasting through and your intuition is out. The moment you let go of that fear of rejection, that fear of failure, your intuition is going to be out, and you will know then what to do about the situation and whether to move in this person's direction or not. And frankly speaking, I feel like you're more inclined towards taking action towards this person. Let's bring out any sort of the Tower here at the bottom of the deck too. The Four of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, yes, Temperance. The King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. Is this somebody of the past? Somebody we might have ended things with? For some of you, yes. Not for all of you, but for some of you, it's true. Although I do feel like the energy imprint is quite different, which probably tells me that if this is an old person, this is an old lover, then they might have changed their MO pattern. They might have gone through a lot of transformations, and now they are stepping up, and that's why the energy imprint feels different. Or for some of you, it's totally a different person. They value a lot of practicality. They are more practical, but they are trying to be emotional with you, vulnerable with you. It's not much, but it's something. It means a lot because it's coming from a king and a knight. So they are serious about it. They intend to deliver it to you. It's slowly moving towards you. It has not come in yet. It's going to be in the near future. The Three of Pentacles, the Fool, the King of Pentacles. Okay, so it's a friend that we work with, probably. And we feel that inclination towards working things with them. They are taking a chance on you, taking a leap of faith with you. It could be a financial opportunity, and through that you develop emotions and love with this person. But again, they could, again, if it's not, even if it's just not love, let's just take it out of the equation, the romantic love. It is basically the recognition that we love each other and we care for each other at best. We can be friends. We can open up. We can lighten up. We can loosen up. I have been trying to avoid meeting up with anybody because I want nothing but my equal, but I can loosen up a bit with this person. I can have them as a friend, somebody who's collaborative, somebody who's supportive, and I am supportive of them. And we meet up in the 3D context under shared interests or under shared environment. It's in the 3D world. So the King of Pentacles and Pentacle stuff, earth signs, really do prize a lot 3D reality. What I can construct in the 3D reality, that deserves my energy, effort, and my heart. If I cannot construct a life with you, if I cannot construct a stable real world connection with you that functions well, decently at least, then I don't want you. Then I'm not investing in you. That's the MO pattern of King of Pentacles. So you found somebody of equal match and equal stature, right? Because you showed me the Queen of Pentacles. So there you go. Yeah, it's a lot difficult to block your heart space from moving towards this person for some reason. You're telling me that you are tired of blocking yourself from even experiencing the lightest of joys. It's like I'm too much empowered, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of like that I'm too empowered. I've been like that for so long. It's borderline uptight at this point. I can have friends, I can chill out, you know. I can have a little bit of breath of fresh air with somebody else. It doesn't have to mean much. I'm not expecting much. I know my boundaries, but the thing is, I can at least share my love with somebody, even over a friendship. I can at least try it out. And again, it begins with trying out stuff. It begins with taking a leap of faith at putting out that message, that small message. That's how it all starts, right? So you're never going to find your match if you sit around at your home and do nothing about it. Don't be that person. Those people just want and live in that fantasy world of wanting stuff, but not necessarily actively pursuing it or being an active participant of their life. You're telling me that I want to try this out. I feel like this could go somewhere. For some of you, it's the old person that's coming back around, and you feel like this could go very wrong. This could go very wrong. You feel like if this person fails to connect with you emotionally, if it fails to emotionally be harmonized, even if it's not on the romantic level, let's just say friends, family, if I can't count them in as my emotional world, part of my emotional world, or somebody that I love and they love me, and I know that when I look out upon the horizon, I can see their heart beating for me, you know. This could go very wrong, but I'm willing to try. I'm willing to give this a try because this connection means a lot to you, and it was an unrequited love situation. Or for others of you, you are not letting the past fears of how you used to balance up with somebody and date somebody, probably under 3D construct. You're not letting those fears of things not working out and this being unrequited, just like the past situation, really keep you from trying this out. Yeah, this feels like a soul bond situation. This feels like something you're familiar with it, you feel safe with it, you feel comfortable around this person. For some of you, they make you feel very safe, they make you feel like protected, they make you feel very, because the King of Pentacles is very possessive energy. The King of Pentacles is basically Taurian energy, and Taurians is second house. Second house is possessions, and Taurians have this quality that kind of is similar to Scorpions, that we both are very possessive by nature, and we like to own things that we have. And the King of Pentacles owns things. And that's, for some of you, that's the truth here. It starts with a little bit of curiosity, putting out that message, having the guts and the nerve to try. Do you dare? Do you dare, Gemini? I feel like you're daring yourself, though. I don't have to do shit, because I feel like you are showing me. This is your energy. This is not me. This is you telling me what you're going to do. So I feel like you're letting go of the past fears and how things have been in the past, and you are willing to give things a new chance and look at things with a new perspective after all. Yeah, that there was a lesson in, if you really have to question it so hard, if you have to talk yourself into or out of something, is it fair? You need to close that cycle out. All right? For there is a new beginning for you here. You shouldn't open up towards something just because you feel like you have to, or that you need to, because this, that, or the other would happen, or this, that, or the other would not happen, and I might not get this, or I might not get that from them anymore. That's Five of Swords shit. Don't do that. Don't open up towards people, places, and situations that feel funny and that you have to talk yourself into, or that you have to give justification for. That, oh, they did that, they misbehaved, but you know what? They said that and it was quite creepy, but you know, they did not mean it, because overall they're a very great person, you know, overall they talk nice, they dress nice. No, no, no. You don't have to justify anything. A red flag is a red flag is a red flag. There you go. So I hope you understand that about yourself. For some of you, the old person is waiting to offer something towards your direction, in your direction, towards working things out with this person. It's an innate need to balance up with you. It's that scratching feeling that they can't really let go of, but they're trying to avoid it. They're trying to avoid delivering their due, what they owe you, what they feel like they owe you. Again, they might owe you nothing, and they don't necessarily owe you anything. Nobody owes you nothing. And frankly, funny thing is that you don't owe anybody anything either, even though they spend money on you, even though they spend their time, energy, love, care. You are not under no obligation to give it back to them. If you want to live with integrity, you must, but nothing obligates you to. And if they want to live with integrity, they can and they should, but nothing obligates them to, right? So nothing obligates them to move towards your direction, to offer you anything at all, but I'm feeling like it's their energy that's feeling like they should be coming forward and balance the situation with you, to say the least, to offer you something, some sort of truth that could balance the situation and that could ease up their mind as well about mistreatments, inequality in the situation that was created in the past, about talking about the real stuff and things like that. Even at the basics of levels, healing things with you or probably talking things out with you at best. So, yeah, that's all I have for you, Geminis. I hope this helped and take care. I'll see you in the next one, baby. Yes?